Good morning, gamers. Good morning, or good evening, rather, since I'm streaming this at 10 p.m. I wanted to try something new today, since I've been having lots of fun streaming lately, and I wanted to try something new since I kind of like chill streams. Instead of action-packed streams, I wanted to see if I could turn sweaty games into actual chill gameplay that I could stream in the evenings. It would give me a reason to actually let me put on some to my Lofi playlist. It could actually be something to give me motivation to play, but I thought this was a good idea, so I'm gonna be trying to stream some more party games, some more Honol when Honol queues. Honol was actually featured today, so I'm gonna be able to queue this with no problem. So I have some good news. Since last time I streamed, I wanted to stream yesterday, but I didn't end up streaming because I couldn't fall asleep after the 10-hour stream. Also, hey Ellie, hey Issa, how's it going? I wanted to stream yesterday, but I ended up not doing that since I couldn't fall asleep after that 10-hour stream, and I ended up just getting out of bed and I started editing. I should not waste any time. So there we go. So I got some editing done. I started working on the that's why. So I started working on the best of 2024 party games video. So yeah, I'm about 60% done with that. I'm gonna keep working on it tomorrow, and should go out tomorrow. I'm probably gonna stream some party games tomorrow as well. I'm gonna try and stream maybe not daily, but since I'm on vacation, I might as well try and stream as much as I can. This will give me a reason to play party games and, you know, just get the watch time hours up. Still trying to get 4,000 hours of watch time. But I've really been enjoying these little chill streams lately, so I want to keep doing that. Good, nice. Have you done anything special for New Year's, or are you just kind of chilling? For New Year's, I personally just play party games, or, you know, the usual. I don't go in big parties. I don't know if you guys are the type to party, but I'm personally not the type to party. I just stay at home and party games. I do the same for my birthdays. I don't do anything special for my birthday. I mean, if you count playing party games as special, but, you know, that's something I do every day. I personally don't really enjoy birthday parties, so I haven't been doing those since forever. You know what I did on my 18th birthday? Oh, looks like I'm lagging. Oh, is that just Hypixel kicking me out? Procrastinating more than usual. Fair enough. Hypixel is kicking me, it seems. Hello. Yeah, I'm gonna get timed out. Hang on, let me. Hypixel does that sometimes, where it just kicks you out. If it kicks me out, I'm gonna just play on Brack and try to PB. So my hair's getting in the way. Very distracting. Alright, I can't log back onto Hypixel, so let me just hop on Prac and try to beat my PBs instead. It's always good to have a backup. I'm gonna try and get some 450s then. It's been a while since I've last played Hole in the Wall, like seriously. But you know, play less meta. Let me get the time changer. There we go. So I can actually see the background. So this is the practice server. This is not Hypixel, this is the practice server, and I'm gonna try to PB here. So let's just do play classic. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm gonna hop back on Hypixel when it lets me back in. I wanted to try and get a win goal. I wanted to try and get 20 wins. That was gonna be my win goal for the stream, which was gonna make it a 2-hour stream. Also, I'm a bit low here. There we go. But yeah, Hypixel doesn't want me to play, I guess, so I'll be trying to PB. But back to what I was saying, basically during my, just reminds me how funny it was to imagine that for their 18th birthday, people probably just usually normally do, you know, party or something special. On my 18th birthday, you know what I was doing? I was doing just this. I was playing some Hole in the Wall. I played Hole in the Wall all day long, and when I got bored, I switched things up a little. Get ready for this. I played some party games. Yeah. But yeah, there's nothing like special I want to do for events like that. New Year's, birthday. I think we should all just chill and do whatever the heck we want. That's how we should spend our special days. Hey, how's the stream going? Hi, welcome, Potato. It's going pretty well. Well, it started a bit rough. I wanted to stream on Hypixel, but Hypixel's kicked me, so I'm here on Prac now. Until I'm on the practice server until Hypixel lets me back in. I just wanted to PB. I just wanted to get some wins on Hypixel, but since I'm on Prac now, I'm gonna try and PB. I'm just warming up right now. So Hono seems to be queuing quite a lot today. It's on like 20 players, 30 players, peaking at 30. It's pretty insane. But everyone's on vacation, so I guess it makes sense. Plot twist for real? Yeah. I should be back on Hypixel in a couple minutes. Usually it only kicks you out like this for max half an hour, but I'm hoping it won't take half an hour. Yeah, when it's pinging like this, when it just stays on ping like this, it's been doing this for a couple of years now. I'm not really sure what's the cause of this, but it's not gonna stop my stream. I had this planned, so I'm gonna roll with it. Either way, it's gonna be a 2-hour stream. I'm gonna stop at midnight. I'm gonna try and actually get some sleep now, since I did pull an all-nighter yesterday. Since I couldn't sleep, and the night after that, so just last night, I ended up sleeping for 16 hours straight. I was too tired to even have dinner. I just fell asleep at like 18, which is 6. I fell asleep at 6 p.m. and I woke up on the next day at 10. So that gave me a rough 16 hours of sleep. That was very nice. I'm still a bit tired from the lack of sleep, but it felt really nice to sleep for 16 hours. I got a ton of dreams in 16 hours. All of which I forgot after I woke up, but I do remember that I had like so many dreams. I woke up so much during that 16-hour nap, but I did get a good sleep tonight. I want to try and go to bed a bit earlier today so I can work more on my best of party games tomorrow, and also just like be able to stream more, be more energetic during the streams. Probably have to go soon. 11 p.m. Yeah, that's the whole point of my stream, kind of trying to make some streams for specifically relaxing, since I'm not the I don't want my streams to be too energetic, you know. I find it pretty tiring to be trying to be energetic all the time, trying to make the streams I do want to make them entertaining, but not like super entertaining in the action-packed video or stream sense. I meant more in like the chill way, you know, like just talking to people while gaming. Makes it a lot more bearable to play. I mean, the grind. I don't mind playing any game, but grinding it for long periods of time is harder to do when you have no one else to talk to or nothing to do in the background. So that's what I'm doing now, just playing it casually. What the fuck? Honol, hey Pedowin, what's up? Yes, Honol. Hypixel's timed me out. First queue of the day. So I haven't actually gotten to play a single game of Honol yet. So I'm on practice now, just trying to warm up for whenever Hypixel decides to untime me out. It does that sometimes, I'm not too sure why. Final score 361. Oof. Looks like Newly's having a hard time trying to PB. Single clicking isn't real. That's what I do. I have a hand cam now, so I can use that for streams if people ever want to learn from my strats. I'm not the best, and I'm a slow clicker compared to the rest of the Honol community, but at least you can see my method. Like, my method still allows you to get 450s in Honol, 450s like in finals. Like, if you're not very fast at clicking, my clicking method and CPS will still get you to 450 if you're dedicated enough. But yeah, I find it very cool how you're not like limited by your CPS to get high scores in Hole in the Wall or to get low times in Hypixel Party Games Jigsaw Rush. Like, it's really just a matter of practice. Like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get scores like 500 like Dog, or maybe Puffle one day is going to get 500F. But even without that, like, you can still get insanely high scores without like butterfly clicking or some insane crazy clicking method. Like, on video it might look like I'm doing a hole in the wall fast, but really I'm just doing 6 CPS. Does it look like I'm doing 6 CPS? Tell me what it looks like. Does it look like I'm clicking faster? Because honestly, it doesn't feel like I'm clicking that fast. You're just getting high scores, but as long as your aim is good, then you don't need that high CPS to... I haven't been getting 400s. I should probably lock in. But yeah, this is my warm-up. Should I try to get 5k in 10 days? You should absolutely try and get 5k. You have... How far away from 10k, from 5k are you? Chill streams are pretty nice. That's cool to hear. I'm gonna keep making chill streams then. I'm not one to do super high energy streams. The hitting 20k wins in party games that I did last time was pretty energetic towards the end, but that's because it was a big milestone. But I plan on doing more chill content like this. It's more enjoyable for me, and you know, it's easier to do for long streams as well. Like, I don't know how people stay energetic for like 2 hours, 4 hours, especially if you have to do long streams. So I'm gonna be taking streams more chill now, trying to do some chill commentary. Carbon Nielsen's CPS is shown in the top right. Oh yeah. Yeah, my CPS shows at the top right along with like what keys I'm pressing. You'll see my CPS does not go past 7 CPS. Like, it'll go at 7 max, but it just stays at 5 or 6 for most of my runs. Though, imagine how much higher of a score I could get if I clicked more than 6 or 7 CPS, you know, without having to sacrifice aim. Because I know that the faster you click, the more you might have to sacrifice aim. I have seen in videos from people with a higher CPS that it's harder to get more accurate the faster you click. Like, I see people clicking 9-10 CPS, but they make a lot more choking mistakes, they make a lot more misplacements, whereas I find myself sometimes getting runs with 0 choke mistakes, 0 chokes. At the end of the games, at the end of my practice games, you have stats that show you how many chokes you've gotten during a run, and mine have sometimes gotten as low as 0. Here we go, 3 aim chokes, 0 misplaced blocks, but that doesn't matter. What matters is the aim chokes. I've only gotten 3 aim chokes. That's one of the advantages from clicking slow. I get to be more accurate, which I wouldn't want to train. I wouldn't want to trade speed for accuracy. Like, if I clicked 10 CPS but I made like 20 more aim chokes, that wouldn't be worth it for me, you know. So that's one of the things I'm pretty happy with, my slow CPS. It's one of the good sides of clicking slow. You get to be more accurate, which I enjoy. I don't know how people stay energetic. Yeah, me neither. That's why I prefer these kinds of streams. They're more my style. Hi Neil, fans from Taiwan. Hello from France. How are you doing? Also, what time is it in Taiwan right now? It must be morning in Taiwan. If you're tuning in the morning, well, good morning. I'm streaming this at night, in the evening, so people can kind of relax in the evening if they don't especially want something energetic. And also, it's just easier to go to bed if your brain isn't too stimulated in the evening, which is probably what happened to me two days ago on New Year's Eve. I wanted to go to bed after that stream, but my brain was too energized. My brain was probably too stimulated, so I think I could tap into this idea of doing chill streams so people's brains aren't too stimulated in the evening, you know. I don't want people having a hard time falling asleep. That sucks. Like, I know what this feels like. I personally hate not being able to fall asleep, so I'm gonna try and do some chiller streams so people's brains aren't too overstimulated by, you know, energetic YouTube content. You know, I think it could be an interesting idea. You know, especially since I like to sweat my Hypixel games. I like to sweat hole in the wall party games. Let's see if I can log back on Hypixel. Not yet. I still can't log back on Hypixel. That's unfortunate. More warming up then. If you want to be energetic, play Osu. I've been asked before if I play Osu. Since I've posted some of my Jigsaw clips on Reddit. some of them have gone quite viral. I mean, by Hypixel standards, I guess. But I've had people assume that I play Osu simply because of my accuracy in like Jigsaw Rush or Hole in the Wall, which I think is pretty funny. But no, I don't play Osu. Though if I did start playing Osu, maybe I'd get good at it, since it's I guess maybe it's similar to Hole in the Wall and party games in a way. You have, in Jigsaw Rush, I mean, as in you have to go fast and be accurate at the same time. I could see how Jigsaw Rush and Osu could be similar, but no, I don't play Osu. I also just have to keep my party games leaderboard spot from being overtaken by Juke. So I don't know how much time I would really want to spend on other games. But I guess I'm going to try to branch out more from just party games on streams. There are some other games that I'm good at, or just that I like in general on Hypixel. I had a very small Blocking Dead phase a while ago. Maybe I'll stream some Blocking Dead, you know? It's not like the highly energetic games like Bed Wars, Sky Wars, you know? It's not PvP, it's more PvE, just player versus environment. And I feel like Blocking Dead is relaxing enough. Like, you don't have to put that much thought into the gameplay. It's a very straightforward game. Just loot the chests and then you can just chill at rescue a little bit. You can just chill for most of the game, which is one thing I like about Blocking Dead. It's a very chill to play game. If I ever branch out to other games than party games and Hypixel, I mean Hole in the Wall on stream, then Hole in the Wall, I mean Blocking Dead, sorry I'm getting all my games mixed up. Then Blocking Dead would be a solid choice because of how chill the gameplay is. Alright. Let's see if I can log back onto Hypixel yet. Not yet. It's still on pinging, so I'm gonna be doing some more practice. Let me show you some of the other game modes there on the server, because there's not just finals. There's my personal favorite. So let me show you qualifications. These are the qualifications. They're the smaller walls. I personally like to practice finals. But my favorite walls on this server is the wide versions. You can play wide qualifiers and wide finals. Osu is very fast-paced, even more than Hole in the Wall. Yeah, I'm sure it is. At least in the aim aspect, 3D aim and 2D aim are a lot different. Would you say Jigsaw Rush is 2D aim or 3D aim? Because I guess Minecraft would be 3D aim. I remember there was a 2D version of Hole in the Wall that someone made. I think that was Black Outburst. The developer for this server, Black Outburst, made a 2D version of Hole in the Wall, if I remember correctly. And so he sent it to various people in the community, and we all played it, and it made its way to the party games community, especially to Centillionaire, you know, the guy who used to hold the Jigsaw Rush world record. He played some of that 2D Hole in the Wall, which I would give the link, but it doesn't exist anymore. He used to play some of that 2D Hole in the Wall, and I don't know. I feel like there's still a small link between 2D aim and 3D aim. I don't know. Maybe just playing aim games in general improves your aim in this. Also, this is the only mode where I actually alternate directions. Like in qualifiers and finals, there are some people who actually do alternate. They go from left to right, and then they go from right to left, like I'm doing right now. But this is not a play style that I do for Hole in the Wall, usually for the normal modes, because you don't need to do that. Like, you're close enough to the left lever so that you don't need to actually do that. Like, you won't lose time. But in these wide modes, you actually do lose time by flying all the way back. I'll do this after this. You'll see just how much time you lose doing that. So this is a strat that I've actually had to learn for just this specific game mode. but it's I'm still not quite used to going from right to left because it's a different story. It's a different you have to aim differently. It's not something I'm used to. I started learning hole in the wall by playing left to right exclusively. Okay, so look how much time you lose if you were to just fly back. I flick the lever here, and then you just lose like 2 to 3 seconds like that. I had a very bad rhythm game phase some time ago. I see. What kind of rhythm games do people play nowadays? Jigsaw 3D aim because it's a first-person game. That makes sense. So for this, you might have noticed I do just like finals. I skip the first couple of walls because there's not a whole lot of points to be gained in these early walls. So I just skip the first few. I skip like the first 7 or 8 in these, and then I go whenever I see a good wall. Like here I would go, and here I go. I used to actually hold the world record for this, like way back in 2023, and then Noodly broke it. She broke my world record by 1 point, which felt kind of, you know, you hate having your world record being broken by 1 point, but because then I feel like, oh man, I could have gotten that world record back. But then she ended up getting like nearly 600, and there's no way I'm beating that with my CPS. CPS does have its limitations. Especially for, I'd say especially for qualifiers, since in qualifiers with my CPS, with almost perfect gameplay, the most I would ever be able to achieve would be 360 points. Whereas Puffleman, the world record holder, is able to achieve like 400 points. Yeah, the world record is like 409 points for qualifiers. So no matter how hard I try, I'll never be able to get past like 400 in the qualifiers, no matter how good I make my aim. I think I just misplaced some blocks here. So yeah, I'm still glad I managed to get the world record in this mode before a high CPS person took my record. I just learned alternating, just, you know, got used to my new strat, new aim. And I believe I'm still top 2 in this. I don't have the world record anymore, but I'm still top 2. Also, I'm very struggling with this. I'm very rusty with this. Let's see if Hypixel's gonna let me back in. Always worth a shot, and nope, still not. Let's try qualifiers to show you what I mean. I've been doing wide qualifiers, but it's kind of hard to lock in wide qualifiers when you're trying to read chat at the same time. Let me try and get some good runs in qualifiers. I'm still not able to get past 350. I've been trying. Could see the tiles even when I close my eyes. Damn. Yeah, I've dreamt of party games in hole in the wall before. I've dreamt of whatever I played during the day. Look, if my mouse never broke, I probably would have kept playing hole in the wall. How much has your mouse broken? Like, is it totally out of control now? Can you still use it for things like ho ho ho, cannon painting? Is that just like the only thing you use it for at this point? Because for context, Noodly's mouse does like 30 CPS. She's able to do like 40 CPS. That's how she got the hole in the wall. I mean the ho 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 world record in party games. It's that one game where you have to connect the wool and trap people. So the total amount of blocks in the ho 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 map is like 750 something, right? And with 30 CPS, she was able to get a 720 score, which is pretty insane. That's like filling the whole map in 60 seconds, by the way, and only missing like 20 or so blocks, like less than 30 blocks. For context, that's how powerful a broken mouse can be. But I can see how a broken mouse out of control is completely out of use. I mean, becomes completely useless. I couldn't imagine using this kind of mouse for like aiming, you know, if my mouse constantly double clicks. I can't speak tonight, sorry. then I wouldn't be able to aim. But that's one of the downsides that comes with clicking really fast, is you have to constantly adjust your mistakes. Hola, hi Warzone. Verizon, sorry. I'm reading chat on my phone. How are you doing? I'm trying to practice some hole in the wall while Hypixel has kicked me from has timed me out on my first game of the day. Side mouse buttons double click, sensor is broken, the battery is bad and dies within 10 seconds. Jesus. Of being unplugged. Holding right clicks gives me 30 CPS. That's crazy. You could just hold right click and it would be an auto clicker for you. Good. Nice. Are you going for hole in the wall world record? Well, I was just talking about this 10 minutes ago, about how I'm unable to go for the world records in hole in the wall due to my CPS. It's still amazing that you can get really high scores, but I'm just trying to get wins in hole in the wall and Hypixel at the moment. I'm just trying to keep my number 3 spot from Puffleman, who, if I queue, I would not be able to win against, because he's the world record holder in qualifiers and consistently scores higher than me in finals. You can still get really high scores in hole in the wall if you don't click insane CPS like me. I only click 6 CPS, but you can still get scores in the 450s in the finals. So I'm just trying to PB in qualifiers, get some wins when Hypixel will let me back on. But I don't think a world record is something I can do anymore. Unless I start clicking 9 CPS, which then I would have to try and relearn a new method of playing hole in the wall. I would have to try to not sacrifice my aim for my CPS, you know. Because one thing that's challenging with high CPS is having to not go too fast to where you make mistakes and it actually becomes more inconvenient to be clicking faster. I believe in the play slower meta. Playing slower usually does give better results for me, at least, because I tend to choke less when I go slower, you know? It gives you time to think and not rush things. The same is true for Jigsaw Rush. Slower you play, the better your runs can be. Since you won't be choking as much, you won't be rushing it. Right now I'm just trying to warm up and see if one day I can get a 350 in qualifiers. That was on one of my resolutions for 2025, get 350 points in the qualifiers. Is 8 the most you can get from a wall? In the qualifiers, yes, the most you can get in a wall is 8. It starts off at 3 and it goes 3, let me remember this. It goes 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, and then it does 8 forever. But in the finals, it starts off with 10 holes, and it makes its way up to 22 holes. So in the finals, it becomes a lot more worth it to not complete every wall. So here you see I'm skipping the first few walls because they're not worth that many points. This is not a strat that you should do in the qualifiers. This is only for finals. And when the walls start having enough holes, here the walls are starting to have enough holes, so I can start playing. Here it becomes worth it to actually play, and it maxes out at 22. I think soon the walls will be on 22, or maybe they already now are. This looks like a 22 point wall, and so now it becomes worth it to actually play finals. But as you can see, I'm also not perfecting the walls. This is also not a strat to do in the qualifiers. This is also something that you want to do only for finals. Because in finals, you'll see that some of the blocks are way too far out, and just not worth reaching for, as they will slow you down. Like, yeah, you get more points if you fill in more blocks, but some blocks are too far and will take too long to get. So by the time you place the placeholders, get to the blocks you need, and then break the blocks you don't need, then you will have lost some time and possibly lost out on points. So this is what I do. Some old players do perf, but I don't think it's really worth it. Even Puffleman, OG Honol player, has been starting to non-perf more, and he's been getting higher scores that way in the finals. But yeah, again, this is not like a strat that you want to do in the qualifiers, but the way finals allows you to do that. Finals is way too small for this kind of strat to be efficient. And this is finally my first 400 of the stream. Nice. And let me show you the difference if I did this in the qualifiers. You'll see how just not worth it is. And actually, let me show you the lobby wall. Let me show you all the cool custom walls this has. This has the wide walls, of course, and then the lobby wall. This is the tiny wall. This is the wall that you'll find in the Hypixel lobby. Let's see if it's gonna allow me to join back in. Not yet. I gotta go now because you gotta stay awake tomorrow. Alright, bye. Thanks for stopping by. Do you have all the walls pattern memorized, or your reaction speed is just crazy? No, all the walls are randomly generated. Let me play a game of lobby wall. And it's just based on reaction time. It's like Jigsaw Rush. I like to compare Honol to Jigsaw Rush because they're similar in many ways. But here, let's play this lobby wall. This is tiny wall that you can find on the practice server. This is the wall that you'll find in the Hypixel lobby, which is not playable because it just shows a tutorial. But with these kind of walls, the smaller the walls get, the less efficient it becomes to skip some blocks. I mean, here you can see it's all very easy to perf. You don't need to place any placeholders. So here's like, it would be pretty useless to non-perf this kind of wall. You know, you can just move around a different way if to avoid placing a placeholder. Because I play from left to right, but to avoid placing a placeholder, you can just kind of switch directions whenever there's a little gap like that. See, just like that. Avoids placing a placeholder. But yeah, the smaller the wall gets, the less efficient it becomes to non-perf. This is what I'll show with wide qualifiers and wide finals. Let me show wide finals after this. I've shown wide qualifiers, but I want to show wide finals after this to show you the different types of strategies depending on like how big the wall is. Getting 400 points in this is possible, but only if you click like 12 CPS, you know, and I'm not Puffleman, I don't click that fast. So I mostly cap out at like 320 points in this version. And this is a really tiny wall. You're very limited with the amount of points you can get. And the bigger the wall, the harder it might seem. But once you get the hang of it, the bigger the wall, the more points you're able to get. Because there's less time like waiting in between the walls to generate. There's less time. Yeah, that's basically most of it. There's less time waiting in between the walls to generate. So you're able to get more points. So yeah, 295, almost 300. You guys are actually crazy if you just, yeah, we just take a glimpse of that. Hang on, there's a nice setting this server has, which is mem time. Hang on, if I do mem time 100, oh, that's 100 seconds. Hang on, let me do 0.1 seconds. This will show the wall here for 0.1 second. Let me show you what this looks like. Play, let's do time 120. This will give me 2 minutes game, but not show it on my graph. Let me show you. Okay, this doesn't seem to be working. Let's enable it. Blind mode. There you go. Blind mode. You only have a certain time to memorize the wall, then build it from memory. So this is what I'll be doing. Setting my mem time to 0.1 seconds. So the wall here is only going to show for 0.1 second, which is 2 ticks. So let me show. Oh, that's goofy. I sent too many commands. Let me show you what this looks like with a 0.1 second memory time. Let's enable this. Some people are able to do this with only 1 second. I mean 1 tick. So here it shows. Yep, and it immediately disappears, and I have to rebuild this from memory. This is a good way of practicing your memory in Honol. As you can see, I'm still getting perfect walls. You can really just, at some point it becomes more like pattern recognition. Like I've seen those patterns before. They're all random, of course. This is this is not like a set of walls. This is a completely random set of walls, but on the smaller walls it's easier to memorize. I'm guessing it's gonna be harder for finals. Like I'm just gonna get a glimpse of the left side of the finals wall and just completely forget the right side of the wall. But as you can see, this is totally doable. Still getting perfect walls. Still at the same speed as a regular hole in the wall. It's only 8 holes, so once you remember the pattern, once you have the pattern in mind, because it says that it's going to stay in your memory, there's only a set amount of ways the wall can generate, then you can just rebuild it from memory. So I just look at the pattern, there you go, look at the pattern, and then rebuild from memory. This is a good way of practicing your memory in hole in the wall if you're looking to get higher scores. I'm going to try this with finals after this. There shouldn't be that much time left. This has felt like the longest 2 minutes ever. This is a pretty long 2 minutes. Is it over yet? Okay, I got 13 seconds left. You can still get pretty high scores just this way. This really shows just the importance of memory. I'm gonna be on my last wall. Yep, this is gonna be my last wall. And 297, so almost 300. Can only memorize like 3 hole positions. Well, it's definitely a matter of practice. Like there's only a certain way the walls will generate. How big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So in qualifiers, holes will not spawn at the bottom left corner here. On this corner, hang on, let me show you here. On this block, it will not spawn. On these blocks, it will not spawn either, and on this side, it won't spawn either. Like your holes will only spawn here on these blocks. So there's a very specific way these walls generate. I've made up your mind. Let's go. You're going on a training arc after this. Let's go. Let me try some finals though, just to show how different it is. For finals, I'm kind of obliged to take 2 looks. I take 1 look as I'm coming back. Like I click this. As I come back, I take 1 look. And then as I'm building, I have to take another look because it's impossible to remember 12 holes all at once, right? Like I'm not that good at memorizing stuff. The stream is succeeding in making you eepy. That's good. If you fall asleep, that's a win for me. It's just jigsaws? Jigsaws? Exactly. You just get a couple seconds to memorize. Holy moly. I am not remembering that. Let's see if I can do the buffer walls. Alright. That was good. See, so you can still memorize these patterns. Okay, I can still remember that this was like this, I believe, and now I'm gonna start. Oh god. Oh, that was almost it. This is definitely a bit more challenging. You can see that I'm still getting the big chunks right, but I'm not quite remembering where the blocks go. And then it goes like down at some point or something like that. That was pretty good. It goes like this. Does it go like that? Yo! I got a perfect wall. Let's go. Oh god. How does this one go? how does this one go? Like this? That's decent. You can definitely still make out the main patterns, but it's harder to memorize like these parts of the walls. I know there's just like a big pillar there that goes like this, and then what? I don't remember. It goes like something like that. There's a little thingy here, then it goes like this. I don't quite remember. Oh, I was off by a bit. Remember, it goes like this, and then there's like a big chunk here. The chunk that's on the right is always the hardest to remember, but on the left is mostly just pattern recognition, having done some of these shapes before. Then there's like a little staircase here. I don't remember how this one goes. Oh, I got all blocks right. Nice. It's definitely more challenging with finals, and most definitely impossible with the wide modes. But you know, if you can still get like 16 blocks with the blind mode in finals, that's pretty good since 16 blocks is what I usually get even without the blind mode. So yeah, as you can see, 329, definitely not the same score range as you would get with without blind mode. Hypixel is letting me back on, so let me hop back on Hypixel. And let me show you what this looks like in practice, like in actual Hypixel gameplay. I made it! Hypixel has let me back in after 40 minutes of not letting me in. Let me set a win goal for the stream, I suppose. This is still the win goal from party games. I believe this is my current win count, and I don't want to be streaming for 20 games since I did part of the stream on prac. So let me set it to this. I missed so much. I know. Honol's been queuing like crazy today, but it's oh, Murka is here. He's a pro. Let's see if I can beat Murka. Before you go, am I unable to join Hypixel? Yeah, Hypixel does time you out randomly sometimes, but I'm able to get back on Hypixel now. I haven't gotten this in this timeout in a while. So for actual Honol, for the Honol that's on Hypixel, you don't need to win. You don't need to have the most total points. You just need to win the finals round. So if you're pretty bad at qualifiers like me, but you're pretty good at the finals like I am, then you're in luck because you need to win the finals, not the total score, to win Honol. So that's why I've been training finals so much, and definitely not because I just suck at qualifiers. I actually used to prefer qualifiers over finals when I started Honol, because of how simple it was. You know, there's less to remember. In qualifiers, there's only 8 holes to remember. It's pretty straightforward. You just have a wall that you can remember in one look. It's easier to aim in the qualifiers, and so I just personally preferred it more since it was less complicated to learn. You just play and you get better over time. It's that simple. But then, as you get better at Honol, you notice that your final score usually starts catching up to your qualifier score as you get better at stuff like aiming and memorization. So that's what happened to me. I got better at memorization, and what do you know? My final score started catching up to my qualifier score. And by 250, by 500 total score, I had a higher finals PB than the qualifiers PB, because my memorization, my aim had caught up, and I started liking finals more because of all the new freedom you get compared to qualifiers. In qualifiers, you don't get that same freedom of strats that you have for finals, because in finals you can just non-perf, you can just play however the heck you want. That's one of the things I liked about finals. It's also just really satisfying to just not go for perfects. I'm gonna have to lock in here because Murtka's in my game and he's a fellow 450 player. I'm gonna have to try and win some of these games. Let me get some of these buffers. I think I misaligned that one, that's okay. As long as I catch up with the regular walls, I should be fine. But I am rusty, so no promises. It's always very close between Murtka and I at the start of the game. Let's see if I can catch up to his pace. But I've just done some games on prac, so I should be fine. I don't know if this is Murtka's first game or if he was playing while I was practicing already. Oh, roll choke. I do know finals is not Murtka's strong point. Like, he is really good at finals, but he has said before that it's not his preferred stage. His preferred stage is qualifiers, which I get because you know he has like 360 or 370 PB in the qualifiers. He's catching up, so I'm gonna have to lock in. Can't just choke like that. Looks like I'm ahead, but not by much. Gonna have to lock in with my lever aim. Oh, final wall. That's gonna be close. Ah, 1 point. GG. I wasn't locked in enough. Not even a 400. I'm gonna try to get a 400 for the next game. I think that both of us are really rusty, but I need to work on my lever aim. So let me do that. Also, is the webcam delayed compared to my gameplay? Because I was playing around with it before stream, and it seemed like my hand movements were delayed by like a full second almost. So I don't know if it like looks weird. It might not be completely synchronized with my actual gameplay. Should I show some of the fun walls on the practice server? There's more walls than just qualifiers and finals. I haven't shown wide finals, and I haven't shown some of the prototype walls, which have some very funny walls. There's a 1x1 wall. There's a frog-shaped wall. There is a diagonal wall. I'll maybe show this next time I get timed out, if I get timed out again, or after I reach my win goal. Looks like Mert is locking in. He is way ahead of me now. It must have been his practice game, last game. I'm also just looking at chat at the same time. That can be pretty distracting. I'm gonna hit my first 300 of the stream. Let's go. There you go. Locked in again. Let's try to get a 400 this time. Try to lock in and beat Mert. Oh, that was a good second wall. We can start going here. Just get the first couple of walls since they're not worth it. This is a really good wall for me. I believe Mert is a perf player, or at least mostly prefers to perf. He does a lot more perfect walls than I do, and I take advantage of that. It looks like he's a full wall ahead of me now. He's also just really good at the game. Jesus. He's a whole wall ahead of me. almost wondering if I'm not playing against Puffle. He's gonna be 2 walls ahead soon. Crazy. Might have to dodge Mert to get my win goals. Holy bro, dude he just got 443. I got a 415. I was pretty happy with that, and still fell 30 points behind Mert. You just lost the game? Ah. I'm gonna have to dodge Mert though to get my win goal in. All right, we should be getting some people after this when qualifiers end for the game that I just requeued, and also just people from Honol being featured in general. It fills up pretty quick today. It's one of the good things about being on break, Christmas break. Games fill pretty instantly compared to the usual. The usual being the games not filling at all. With a more manageable lobby like this, I'm gonna try and hopefully get some wins. Unless we have a secretly pro person here. Just got a 9 avalanche. Dodge rip. Rip. Is that your PB? What's your PB for most dodges in avalanche again? Forgot. $13. So you were 1 off from dodging every wave in avalanche. That's so close, but at the same time so far, because getting 14 dodges in a row is not easy. It's like people weren't patient enough to stay. You need 9 players for the timer to go down. We made it to 8. But when the people who get eliminated from qualifiers from the game I just requeued, if they requeue, then we'll get some new players. Connection issues are going to kill you. I felt that. I had a very long period of so Hemiards. I had a very long period of connection issues absolutely killing me in party games. And Hypixel in general. Everyone left. What the frick? I had these connection issues just disconnecting me from Hypixel all the time. It made it completely unable to play until I got Ethernet back in May. It hasn't even been a year yet, and it's totally changed my life. I can actually stream now. I made a stream once before I got Ethernet, which was titled playing party games until my Wi-Fi disconnects me. That was literally the whole point of the stream, just streaming until my Wi-Fi disconnected me and ended the stream. I think it ended up being a 4-hour stream, which is pretty good. So at this rate we might have a Murtka back in the lobby. Come on, we just need to make it to 9 players to make the countdown go down. There we go. Hopefully their game doesn't end before this starts, or hopefully we can fill the lobby up to 14 players. 20 seconds. Surely they're still in game. Might be able to get my first win of the stream. Hi, Issa. There we go. first one of the stream potentially. Let's try and get a bit higher than 300. Let's try and get like a score in the 310s, 320s in qualifiers. At this point, the issue isn't CPS, but rather just consistency. Trying to stay consistent for 2 minutes is the challenge for getting high scores. When you're getting pretty close to your limit, when you're getting pretty close to your actual limit, it actually becomes more about consistency than about like playing faster. Because at what point can you still go faster, right? Like, you do naturally get faster as you progress, because you become more confident with your aim. The more comfortable you get with your aim, the more confident you can be playing faster. But, you know, humans have a limit. Eventually you're gonna hit that limit. You're gonna hit a limit where you just can't click faster, you can't go faster. I hit mine a long time ago. I cannot go past 7 CPS in this game. So once you get to that point, then all you can improve is your aim and consistency. Just not having to repair chokes, you know. Having to repair chokes can waste a lot of time. Alright, there we go. Didn't make it to 300, not locked in. The way I don't fully complete the second to last wall is because there's this thing where if you flick the lever while there's 2 seconds left, it won't show the next wall. It'll just keep you from doing the last wall. Like, the wall just stays stuck there. So I gotta try and get a wall in before the 2 second thing. I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's intentional. Yeah, I do very little support blocks here. I place very little placeholders in the finals. My strat for the past like year and a half has been just place, don't break. That's been my strat for like the past year and a half for finals. I try and break the least amount of blocks possible. I try to just, you know, try to allow myself to place 1 placeholder max. More than that just wastes more time than it saves. There, just 1 placeholder and nothing else. If I break another block, it's because it's a mistake. Mistakes are also sometimes just not worth correcting. Like, sometimes you just want to roll with it. Did I get this one right? Right, yeah. Alright, here's gonna be 2 placeholders, but this one is satisfying to build. We're still gonna get 400 points, so all that matters is to stay above 400. Yo, Con's gonna be a challenge. Oops. First one of the stream, let's go. So, who we just queued last game was Ueku. They're a Hono leaderboarder, currently number 5. And Con is also a Hono leaderboarder, though he is a bit rusty, hasn't played in a while. Con has a PB of like 420-ish, like almost 430 in finals. So he's a menace, all right. He's He may be rusty, but he's still gonna be a challenge to beat in the finals, which I like. I like having challenges in Hole in the Wall. Seems like everyone's been queuing Hole in the Wall today. It seems like the whole community has been just coming back to this game during the winter holidays. That's nice to see. I saw Calamari, throw-up player, got into this today. He's been PBing left and right. PBing like every 10 minutes. I miss doing that, but yeah, the higher your score is, the harder it becomes to PB, obviously. I haven't PB'd in Hole in the Wall in over a year, I think now. Actually, no, I PB'd this year, that's a lie. I got a +2 in the qualifiers. I went from 344 to 346, and then I never PB'd ever again. But my last finals PB was over a year ago now, I think. And I think it's gonna be, I think it will be my last finals PB ever. It was a 471, and I don't think I'm beating that ever again. It beats my average by like 20 points. I mean, more like 40 points. 50 even, maybe. This 470 was definitely a fluke. I had some of the greatest walls. just had great RNG that game. Alright, 4, 5. Yeah, Khan is immediately really close to me. I'm gonna have to watch out for that. Oh yeah, another strat that I do from what? Countdown. I think that's a glitch. We get that in party games too. Nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, nothing happened. Right, so another strat that I do to try and break the least amount of blocks possible is sometimes I will place a placeholder, and sometimes it's worth it to not break it. Sometimes it's actually more worth it to just not break, or it's the same. So sometimes you'll place a placeholder and I'll just not break it because it's worth it. Some people like me sometimes struggle to break the placeholders, and it wastes time at that point. So it saves you the hassle of going back to break the placeholder. Should I do a cat cam one of these days? Whenever my cat comes in my room, I'll just show my cat while I'm playing. $394 to alright, 347. Let's update the win count. Very nice that Hole in the Wall is queuing fast right now. Saw this on 40 earlier. 40 is wild. I saw Hole in the Wall on 50 players once. That was months ago. That was during summer, I think. Yeah, one of the nice things when Hole in the Wall queues fast is you can get up to 10 wins per hour, which is much better for my arcade wins per hour than party games. I play some of the slowest games to gain wins in arcade. I play party games with the wins per hour of like 6.5. Hole in the Wall with the wins per hour of 10. When it's actually queuing like this on future days. if I were to play, say, Hypixel Says, when that queues, if I win every game, that could be up to 20 wins per hour. Imagine that, 3 times as fast as party games. If I played Hypixel Says, I would have so much more arcade wins than if I played party games in Hole in the Wall, but I enjoy party games more than I do enjoy Hypixel Says. Should stream Hypixel Says sometime. It's like a micro party games, like a mini party games. It has lawnmower, except you're the one punching the grass. Has a workshop, but it's just one craft. Has a bunch of reaction time tasks. It has a bunch of bullshit tasks too. Like ride the pig off the platform. That's Hypixel Says version of pig jousting, which I don't particularly enjoy because it can be pretty luck based sometimes. Though apparently I do have the top 3 for fastest completion in that game. I got really lucky sometime. Bacon told me, whoa, that's actually really fast, you should submit this on speedrun.com. I did, and apparently it was top 3. I can't imagine being top 3 in any pig jousting, whether it's the party games pig jousting or the Hypixel Says pig jousting. Both are just terrible games. One of them isn't a terrible game, I'm just terrible at it. Yes, I'm talking about party games. Might not get 300 here. Nope. Oh, got one wall more than Con. Hopefully 300Q isn't real. I got a 300 earlier on stream, but I was a little bit more focused on my walls. Good buffer walls. Oh, 4. Here's a placeholder that I didn't break. Some placeholders are just not worth breaking. This might be a perf. Very slow one. I can't hit the lever. No, I might do this chill Hole in the Wall stream whenever Hole in the Wall is featured, just to get my wins up and keep my spot. Don't want Puffhole passing me like each time Hole in the Wall is featured again. It would be a very anticlimactic battle. I do want to keep my spot. Not 400? Ah, so close. Getting some very fast wins though, so I'm happy with that. Tomorrow Hono won't be featured, so I'll be doing some chill party games to fall asleep to. Let's have some fast cues. Is Mert still playing? Mert's gone offline. Or invisible. Alright, let's shut up and lock in. Is a full wall ahead. Let's see if I can catch up. Bro just locked in. Not letting me pass him. We're getting some very easy walls though. It's just a matter of being more consistent. Oh, looks like Khan messed up one of his walls. I'm gonna be 3 points ahead for 4 points ahead for some of the rest of the game now. We're going back and forth between who's 4 points ahead and who's 4 points behind. 30 seconds left. If I stay consistent for the rest of this game, I might be able to pass Khan at the last second. Looks like I'm first now though. Alright, looks like I've caught up since then. Let's not complete that second to last wall so we can fully complete the last one in 3:15. Let's go. I did get a 310 plus. 300Q is so real. I'm struggling to adjust to my new sense, which I changed. I lowered my sense a little bit for party games, and I'm still struggling to adjust to my sense. So I'm under aiming for when I'm aiming for the lever. Now I have to move my mouse more to reach for the lever, which I'm not used to yet. I still got yet to get used to that. Locked in. I think this feels like a 400. Hey, 410. What's my resource pack? My resource pack is hang on, I forgot where it is there. It's one of the resource packs Jasmine made, which can be found in the Hunwall server. Also, yes, quit, that's what it says on this pack here. On this block. I can send the link to the whole Discord server if you want. There's a channel where you can find all the texture packs. There's not just white, there's also let me use blue. They've got all sorts of colors. They've got blue, yellow, green, pink. You can use whatever you want. I used to use blue. Looks very nice in blue. Let me use the blue pack for this game. I haven't used the blue pack in a while. It's very cool. Gonna use a different color after this one too, just to switch things up a little bit. Were you just saying it to be mean, Stampy? How kind. I have a weird way of handling my mouse for the qualifiers. Like, I use my index to place the first few blocks, and as soon as I encounter the first placeholder, I start clicking with my middle finger. It's a very strange method of clicking. I learned that from I got that from my finals playstyle, which infected my qualifiers playstyle. I had to get used to that all over again. I was getting bad scores in qualifiers. I was ready to purely sacrifice qualifiers just to get better scores in finals, but I've since gotten used to it. Although now I do realize it's a pretty weird way of playing, but it works. I like it this way because it feels easier to. It feels like I click faster using the index than using the middle finger. Although I haven't gone 350Q yet, so oh, there's still another one. I haven't gone 350Q yet, so visibly it's not that efficient. Am I left-handed, or you're just looking at the hand cam wrong? I am right-handed. I've inverted the webcam because I don't know, it looked weird when it wasn't inverted. I can uninvert it if you want, but I personally don't like how it looks. Looks weird. Imagine that you're looking at a mirror. Oh, I misaligned that last bit of blocks. And Khan is catching up to me. Oh shoot, lock in Niels. Yeah, Khan is not a bad player. He is 400F club, and I am very washed. And also distracted by Stampy Fan. Stampy Fan, you are distracting me. Damn, this is a good wall. Last wall. It's gonna be a 400. Yeah. 403. Never heard of this Khan guy? Damn. He's an arcade player, I heard. He plays arcade from time to time, right? Ueku. What's arcade? I think it's one of the games on Hypixel. I'm not sure. I think I've played arcade once or twice. You should play arcade sometime, Stampy. Arcade is the lobby? Oh, so it's not a game. Alright, let's try and get a 320. Is Khan still catching up? Damn. I mean, he did get a 315 last game, so I'm not too surprised. Oh yeah, I did say I was gonna change colors after this game. I'm gonna change it to yellow. I was using yellow pack for my 440 FPB, or 449 I think it was, right before 450. And then instead of plus 1ing or plus 2ing like he would at that stage, I got a plus 21. Or is it plus 22? I'm like the second person to have a plus 20'd from 440 to like 470. Estelle also did that. She went from like 440 something or 450 something and shot up all the way to 474. Oh, my fingers. 299. My fingers gave up at the end. Let's put yellow. See how it looks with yellow. There's a different color that I used before. Yeah, using a pack definitely helps with readability. I started improving much faster after I started using a pack in Hole in the Wall. Same goes with Jigsaw Rush. I started improving more after I made the blocks more differentiable. Is that the word? Is that a word? Made it more clearly different. I changed the textures of changed the colors of some of the blocks. It really helped with going faster. Same goes with Hole in the Wall. Pack really helps with readability and clarity. Makes you just the quality of life aspect of the game, I guess. Someone thought I was X-raying once. No, I'm not X-raying. The background is just black. It's designed to be as least distracting as possible. You don't want to have any distractions so you can read the wall better. These walls are crazy though. Shame I'm not gonna get too good of a score. 407, I'll take a 400. Identifiable. I was trying to read the word. Yeah, it makes the patterns more identifiable. patterns, the blocks. Let's update the win count. Halfway there. Maybe I'll do 5 more after I hit the win goal just to get my challenges done. Or maybe I'll do some party games or some quicker arcade games so I can go sleep faster. Hopefully I don't fall asleep on my own stream, though, because I'm still recuperating. I'm getting fancy with my words today. Just use a French word and it makes any word in English sound fancy. Any word in English with a French origin sounds fancy. We exported that. You know, I'm wondering now, how would I say hole in the wall in a fancy way? What's another way of saying hole? Well, in French we have a cavity. Une cavité? Cavity in the murals. Does that sound fancy, or does that just sound stupid? Cavity in the murals. Let's go, I leveled up 270. Leveling up really quickly with the triple XP. Struggling with the buffer walls. Gonna try pink texture pack after this. This? Yeah. Completely choked that wall. Oh god. Oh, final wall. 397. Struggling to get above 400 today. I must be in the wrong lobby, because never mind. Oh, I'm actually 1 win down on the win goal. Wonderful. Looks like Khan isn't gonna rejoin. You need one more person to lower the counter down to 30 seconds. There you go. What's this game? It's a hole in the wall. It's not like the MCCI hole in the wall. Don't get tricked by the name. This is not like MCC. You don't just go through the walls. I've seen way too many nons just play this as if this was MCC a hole in the wall. No, this is a different kind of hole in the wall. It's more like a speed builders type of hole in the wall. Oops. My fingers are starting to kill me. And I used to be able to do this for like 50 wins a day. Last year, when I was doing my monthly world record, I could just do this for like 50 wins before my fingers started hurting. Let's use the pink texture pack. There. Oh. Looks like that broke. Let's use orange. There you go. Whoa, look at that wall. It's just a big 3x4. glass wall and get to fully do it. Or based. Isn't that a Vampire Z player? Let's see if this pack works on this version. This one's supposed to make glass multicolor. Whoa. Okay, I'm only gonna use this one for one game because it hurts the eyes. It's harder to see the blocks with this pack, although it's very cool. This is Hammy's pack. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't play with this pack. Looks very cool though. Alright, that was an okay round with the multicolor glass pack. Seems it wasn't that hard. It's gonna be harder with finals. Watch this. It's definitely harder to aim for the top blocks. Oh, I missed a block here. Could have been a perf. This one could have also easily been a perf. This one will be then. I think we might be on 400 pace. I think I completely misaligned that wall. I think there's about 2 walls left. Yeah, it's gonna be the final wall here. Might be 400. Yeah, there you go. Just barely 400. don't really want to play with this pack again. Makes it kind of hard to aim to see where the blocks are. Let's try this one again. Nah, okay, this one doesn't work. Let's go back to white. That's my favorite one. That's that I've been using for past couple of months. I was using the blue pack forever and I switched to the white pack. Final win. After that I might do some party games to get my challenges in. After this, actually, let me show some of the cool walls that I promised I'd show on the practice server. They're very fun to mess around with, and you can play with them in co-op mode as well. If you guys want the IP to the practice server, I'll send it in chat in a min. Oh, Khan's gonna pass me last second. Oh no. No, we're good. We're good. 326. $320Q? Hell yeah. Both got it. Let's lock in and try to get a good score for this last game. Hopefully a 420. Good perf this game. I think we're on good pace for, yeah, final wall. Just need 15 points. Hey, 425. Got what I wanted. Got my win goal done. Yeah, there you go. Let's, well, now I want to show you the funky walls that I promised I was going to show. Prototype walls. Right, so we ran out of budget for this area. Let me show you all the cool walls this practice server has. I'm gonna start all the way to the left. We've got a 1x1 wall, which works just like how you'd expect it to work. I'm not gonna play for the full 2 minutes, but you get the point of it, right? There's one hole per wall. What more can this be? Then we've got a 1x3. This one is also a bit funky. This one has only one hole as well. Oh, I put mem time. Whoops. Let me just remove the blind mode. This one is just like one hole. Yeah, it's like a hole in the middle or the right, like this. Not my favorite wall, but you get the hang of it. This one is just what you'd expect, 3x3. This one is a massive tower. Let's try this one out. This one you start losing your reference blocks and all that. Like, see? Let's skip the first few walls because these prototype walls all work the same as regular hole in the wall. First couple of walls don't have that many holes. The later you go, the more holes they will have. So there we go. This one seems a bit inconvenient to play, especially with the black and white. You can easily confuse blocks with black wool. This one's overall. I rate this one overall like. Is that a hole? Yeah, I rate this one a 4 out of 10. Hard to read, not all that enjoyable. This one's kind of funky. This one is a round wall. This one has a funny strat. Here, let's do a couple buffer walls. 2, 3. Gonna start on like the 6th one. 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's go. That's funky. I'm trying to read the walls, but it's kind of hard with a round wall. I'm definitely not used to this. This one goes around the edge here. Alright. You get the point of this one. Basically a circle wall. This one is a little peculiar. This one is meant more for co-op mode. You have like 3 areas here. This is probably meant for like 3 people. I've played this with 3 people before. It's possible to get up to 1,000 points on this one if you have 3 people playing very well. This one is works the same. Do a couple buffers. And then there you go. Once the wall starts having enough holes, kind of go for it. Might go for a perf here. There you go. Yeah, very satisfying. Oh, I think it's better to perf on this one because for finals, like while this is as large or like larger than finals, there's a huge like concentration of holes in each wall. So for this one, it's really just better to perf. Yeah, look, it's really not worth it to non-perf. I personally perf these. Must have made a mistake somewhere. So yeah, that's how this one is. Don't know what the world record is for one person, probably in the 300s, because it's probably hard to fly up and down like this constantly. Maybe in the 400s. I'm gonna stop this one here. This one is what you'd expect. It's an upside down T, works the same as this one. I'm not gonna play it because it's gonna be very confusing. And this one is a diagonal wall. This one has messed up. This one has messed with my brain before. I'm not sure what to think of this one. Yeah, it's diagonal like this. Definitely not regular. Oh no! What I just tried to do here is placing on the side of the wall. You can't place on the side of your wall because it's diagonal, and you know you can't just do this, right? You can't just click like that. You have to go all the way from the bottom of the wall and work your way up. It's very, very stupid, but also very funny. Let me skip the first couple of walls. I want to see how many holes this wall can get. Looks like it's not that many. But yeah, these are the fun walls to mess around with on the wall practice server whenever I'm bored. I tried doing that again, the placing on the side of each block. So yeah, that's been fun. But I've reached my win goal now. I would have loved for this stream to be a little bit longer, but I started the stream a bit late, and I do want to go to sleep so tomorrow I can edit the video that's coming out tomorrow. Best of Party Games 2024. I'm gonna end the stream now. If you've fallen asleep, I count this as a win. I'll be back tomorrow with a very similar stream, playing party games for a relaxing stream. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Sorry if the stream was a bit short. I'll make it longer tomorrow. With the 20 party games win goal, should span for about at least 3 hours. But if you made it this far, thanks for watching. See you again tomorrow, and good night, chat.